Hey there, and welcome back with Insight Me's and Pull Up a Seat with Dr. Pakoya McCall Robinson as I continue to bring you the Daily Stoic. And we were continuing on January 17th. So, again, if you're new to us, the Daily Stoic is all about 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living. And this month's theme is all about clarity. So we've been talking a lot about gaining control over what we actually have control over. So it's actually understanding what is in our control and what is not. And once we are clear about that, we can actually make the choice to do different things in order to stop blocking our lives or spending too much time or energy on things that don't matter. So today we have Reboot the real work. And Epictetus comes again, so you know we're probably going to be talking about some sense of control and some sense of choice in some very poetic and eloquent way. And I'll read from the quote. It says, "I am your teacher, and you are learning in my school. My aim is to bring you completion, unhindered, free from compulsive behavior, restrained, without shame, free, flourishing, and happy, looking to God in things great and small. Your aim is to learn and diligently practice all these things." It's a great school. I wish I went there. Why then don't you complete the work? If you have the right aim, and I have both the right aim and right preparation, what is missing? The work is quite feasible and is the only thing in our power. Let go of the past. We must only begin. Believe me, and you will see. The heck? I don't know. But this is called Reboot the Real Work for today. As I continue reading, do you remember in school or early in your life being afraid to try something because you feared you might fail at it? Most teenagers choose to fool around rather than exert themselves. Half-hearted, lazy efforts gives them a ready-made excuse. It doesn't matter. I wasn't even trying. I used to say that, definitely. As we get older, failure is not so inconsequential anymore. What's at stake is not some arbitrary grade or intramural sport trophy, but the quality of your life and your ability to deal with the world around you. Don't let that intimidate you, though. You have the best teachers in the world, the wisest philosophers who ever lived. And not only are you capable, the professor is asking something very simple. Just begin the work. The rest follows. Ouch. For all my fearful and those that are struggling with self-starting and that fear of failure, and how much do I say your obsessive thoughts about failing, and that fear of failing is rendering you inactive. So what is the choice you have? I mean, try and risk succeeding, or try and risk failing and having to try again. But which part is worse about staying and doing absolutely nothing? Is that a form of failure? Not doing is not doing. And it's a way to, how do we explain that to ourselves? Well, like if I try and I fail, that's going to be way worse than if I never even tried. I don't know. Ask a person with some regrets. You ever feel like, oh, I lost that one love of my life and I should have tried harder? That shit sits with you for the rest of your life, right? Decisions of saying, I wish I would have tried to go after my goal. And you wake up and you're in a dead-end job, in a dead-end place, and you're miserable. And all you think about is, I wish I would have tried, or I wish I would have done this or that. Whereas the opposite side of that coin is someone has this brilliant and magnificent idea, but lacks that courage to take that first step. And sometimes it may not even be the courage, but the vision to even see how to get started, or the ability to create the space for even getting started, where we're in our swing of the hustle and bustle of life and going to work and maintaining families and children's, and it could be medical illnesses, whatever those things that are legit and real, they do serve as barriers. So if adding on top of those barriers, those things we cannot control, we add on top of something we can control, our thought process, the way we see the world, the way we see ourselves, the way we see our dreams, our goals, and these fears. And what do we give power to? The fear of failing and saying, oh, well, I don't have time, or, I can't really do this, or it's actually too expensive. It's going to take too much time. I'm not smart enough. I need help. But to even just get your mind right, and this is what it's saying, just reboot the real work. The real work is just getting your mind right, of just getting in the place to even begin to think, I can do this. I'm going to do this. And as a matter of fact, in 30 days, I'm just going to write out what it would even look like. That's doing the work. That's putting together the pieces so you can succeed. So wherever you may be in contemplating whatever it is that may have been holding you back about your own fears, really ask yourself if it's a fear of failure. And if you're not doing anything now, how is that different? How are you managing to hold up at this point, not even moving in a direction that your heart is pulling you? I don't know. But hopefully it hits in the right space today, in the right places, and serves as something to encourage and motivate you that doing the work can be something as small as just starting to think in that direction of, I can do this. And for others, it may be, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to stop putting this on the back burner. I have all the resources, the tools necessary. I'm just being a little chicken shit, and I haven't gotten it started because I'm just afraid of failing. Give yourself a little nudge and a couple of words of encouragement and get out there and get it done. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back again with another day and some more quality knowledge. Keep the comments coming in, sharing the posts with your friends and tagging someone, and encouraging others to listen in as we continue through this journey for the rest of the year. And remember, if you fall off, it's okay. They're recorded, and if you want to jump through topics and pick out what sounds like you need at the moment at a time, feel free to do that. And even if you have to listen to it a couple of times, I highly encourage that, because sometimes I have to go back and read certain things as I've been going through this journey and just remembering, what did they say? How was that put? And remotivate myself to stay on track. So thank you again, and I will see you all again soon.